Hey everybody, this is Luna's rank 1 Miracle Rogue list. I've been playing it. I'm bringing it to Max League next week so I'm prepping. If you haven't played the new Miracle Rogue, it's not as hard as Shark Rogue, but it is hard. I'm going to go over the basics with Mulligans first, and then I'm going to talk about lots of little nuances that I've picked up so far. Let's go big picture. What does this deck do? It abuses Edwin, it abuses cheap Knolls, it abuses Necrolord Drake. It doesn't run many minions, so when you hit Shroud, you consistently usually get your good stuff because you only run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions. So Shroud is really, really good. It kind of can really pop off. And then also uses these Sinstone graveyards to get lots of stealth minions. I've done a video on this deck before. That is the big picture. Mulligans, what are we keeping? We're keeping Tradables, Blackwater Cutlass, Extortion. We're keeping Sinstone Graveyard. We're keeping Edwin because he's just too good not to keep. And we're keeping Shroud, and we're keeping Knolls. Those are my general Mulligan keeps. Sometimes if I have like an insanely good hand already, I'll keep a preparation. Let's talk now about sort of little nuances. So what are the big cards that are hard to use? Serrated Bone Spike. This is a deal 3 damage to a minion. If it dies, your next card this turn costs 2 less. So this is when you're doing an Edwin turn, you often need to time out when you do your Serrated Bone Spike. And often you can use this to cheat out a Necrolord Drake earlier than you normally would, because let's say the absolute nutty high roll of on like turn 2, you do something like Coin, Prep, Shroud, Prep, Reconnaissance, Null, Necrolord. Like there's some crazy stuff you could do with the Prep Serrated Bone Spike. Sorry, didn't quite get it right. So you can do some cheating stuff with that. Another big play you need to be doing all the time is Edwin Shadow Stepping, and trying to figure out when do I want to commit Edwin to board versus when do I need more draw from him. If you get enough chip damage in, often you can just win with burn alone, not even needing your weapon burn. So certain decks, if your opponent's not putting pressure on you, you'll greed out your Edwin. So interestingly enough, what your opponent needs to do to beat you is put pressure on you and kill you, because you will kill them eventually most of the time. It's very hard for them to play pure control. Mage can pull it off, but even Mage, if they put the pressure on you and the tempo pressure on you, it forces you to sort of commit to your Edwin plays sooner. And if you don't hit the high rolls, that's how they can beat you. Another thing is it's good to go Null, hit stuff, Shadow Step. That's another play. Very basic. What are some other fancy stuff? Also, you can use your Blackwater Cutlass to discount your stuff to make your pop-up plays better. One thing to note is Sinstone Graveyard doesn't count this card when it's played, so it's good to play this on a turn setting up for your big pop-off turn. That's another big thing. Another thing I've learned is make sure, so Sinstone's Graveyard always goes to the right, so you should be thinking about that when playing around Devour plays. Your opponent can devour your minions often, or do some other, maybe a Cone of Cold that they randomly generated, so it can be good to be thinking about some of those outs that they have when you're placing your Sinstone. Reconnaissance is, I think, better than Backstab. Some of the big cards you can get in a Jock, you can get the Warlock, Murlocky Boy, Gigafin. But you also can, what's really nice about this card is you can get 0 mana cards that you can use to make your Sinstone and Necrolord bigger. Those are some general plays. The big thing I'm finding is deciding, how fast are we going for the win? There's the all-in play where you kind of just put a bunch of stuff on board and you use up all your value, versus I'm going to try and hit Shroud, I'm going to try and hit Edwin, and I'm going to try and start cycling through my deck. Those are kind of your 2 bread and butter plays. And depending on the game, you might go for one or the other. So that's the general gist of the deck. Got some games for you guys. Enjoy. Barely been 3 days. Chad, I want it now. Well, I haven't been Warlock very much.
I can't do that.
How's that working out for you?
And prosper. I greet you. Job done.
Actual Naga Priest or Rogue? It's probably Rogue, right? Oh, actual Naga Priest, okay. I want to make a 2 giant Sinstones next turn. I could high roll a Prepper Reconnaissance here. Oh, they're just going in. Not good. Shroud gets me. Does it always give me another null? Not necessarily. Let's do this first. Alright, let's go over the Najak. No Najak. Wow, these blow too.
Miserable end. Oh, miserable end.
Fabrics fit for Her Majesty. Sorry, Squishy, I'm working.
Oh, he's running my Light That Burns tech. He's running my list.
Stone by stone, storm wind shall fall. Smell you! On me, smell you!
Here we go.
Probably win, right? I mean, I changed one card. This isn't like a deck building. Let's see if they can full pop off here. They need to hit the 3-mana spell, right? Tough here. They need the full pop off experience, like double, then this, and
My blood boils for war.
they need the 0-mana guy. Even that I have 26 attack on board, so like they need a lot here. Like they lowered my Edwin here, but they didn't lower my 6/6s, right? So
It is finished.
Got him. Thoughts on his rank 1? Did he get rank 1 with it? On day 3 of the meta?
I see you've brought guests.
Wait, he got rank. Yeah. I mean, it's a bad deck. He's not even doing particularly well for it. Who's it?
You gotta be scrappy.
Like, Chad, if you start at rank 5 and you climb to rank 9 with a deck, it's not actually a good climb. So, Fury Hunter had a funny response. I'd probably go. I think I go Shroud here. Get rid of some of my high cost stuff. Let's see if I hit a null. I hit 2 nulls. I think I just play both of them here. Because I don't have anything to pop up with Edwin anyways here. Lost stats. I think I do Edwin Shadow Step the first time, and is Reconnaissance better than backstab? Yep. I mean, if you're in theory we're playing against all aggro Druid, like backstab would be better. I barely play against that deck, so. So if you're playing against like Reconnaissance, I think it's really good against Druid. A lot of good stuff you can get from it. I'm trying to think what else it's good against, but.
Stone by stone, Stormwind shall fall.
If I have the pop off of a Century, Chat, I can always just play this Edwin again, right? No, I can't, so it's fine.
Smell you, smell you.
Here we go.
Alright. I think we go hard on Edwin next turn. Double the number, yeah, so. I have wanted to play some Shaman again. Do you think, Chad, maybe we should play some Shaman later on stream? Well, there's an Evolve Shaman list? Oh, wait, oh, it's called Evolve Shaman because it's not called Control Shaman anymore? Wait, what? Wait, Evolve Shaman is just, okay, the new name of the archetype. Okay.
Stone by stone, Stormwind shall fall.
It's so bad. Well, I'm just gonna go in here. Wait, did I just low roll that hard? No, never mind, I didn't. Okay. I was like, what the F?
Smell you, smell you.
Here we go.
All right, I put the Edwin on the left here this time. So no, they had to choose which side they want to eat. You can't put stealth in the middle there, Wonky. So where would you put it? Because it always comes to the right here. So I can't put it in between. So yeah, so.
This must be the way. That rope's burning again. From the smallest seed.
Do I have lethals here? How much damage? I have 16 on board. There's 20. Yeah, I have lethal.
We'll take what we're owed.
Almost more boring when you have lethal, because then it's just such a simple play, right? Exclamation point deck. We'll get you the deck list. It says Luna's list. So you play Shaman later? We're gonna play Shaman later. She differently with her rogue. She runs one Reconnaissance over backstab, which is better. You are a shaman now? Oh, it did blow over my head. It did. Whoopsies. I haven't drawn Shroud, so I have a lot of bad stuff in my deck. It's a good top deck.
Stone by stone, storm wind shall fall. More meat. More meat.
They're going all in here. Okay, that makes sense. I have the Edwin pop off, so they have to do a big play. Wow, this is a very strong rock Necrolord Draca. I didn't expect someone so fast. This is awkward. All right, Edwin, don't let me down.
Stone by stone, storm wind
It's a very good start. I could just go my own Necrolord here. Actually super reasonable. What I should have done, I should have gone Tooth and then prepped that suboptimal order here. I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna do this. Oh, I had a prep there too. So many mistakes. So many mistakes, chat. So I could have gotten more damage down and stuff, but I think we're still winning despite all those mistakes. Like, this looks like a win for Mr. No Hands, unless they have prep, prep, sinister, prep. They need another prep, and they need 5 damage, which is impossible, right?
Smart moves. I can
Got him.
Ah, I see you've brought guests.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
I'd rather have the Sinstone here. I can go prep too. I think I'd rather have Shroud. I think drawing Shroud's more important. I could go Sinstone, I could go prep this, play the Sinstone, coin this. Make a really big minion, but it's a mage, so I think it's Shroud. I think the value is more important.
You can't stop this snowstorm.
This is insane with the...
In death, I've mastered the art of
That's insane if I ever get the, whatever thing going down here.
I can take them. Wait, not all of them.
The wails of these caverns chill.
Love the cold!
Stone by stone, storm wind shall fall.
Here we go.
Blades, meet
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
Stone by stone, storm wind shall fall.
More meat. Smell you. More meat.
Choose soon.
More meat.
Here we go.
Alright, so we got this, and we can silence this if they go like blue. So they need alibis to kind of to crush us at least. Alibi Zero Sage.
By my calculations, you need to chill out. I'm almost out of cards.
Probably wind chill.
I'm almost out of cards. Here we go.
Much damage if they look a blizzard do what they have here.
No waves can sink this ship!
No blizzard, they need alibi here. There's a wildfire. There's an alibi. Not gonna do it. Got him. So, alright, I was walking down the street. Some guy grabs me. He's like, if you play priest today, I'm gonna come get you. And I was like, alright, so I didn't play priest. That's the true reason why I'm not playing priest today. It was very scary. This guy was like the size of like the mountain in Game of Thrones. I don't know why he's so invested, but he hates priests apparently. So it sounds very true and real. I mean, why would anyone switch decks if it wasn't for like somebody threatening your life and safety? So why would I stop playing the perfect class? True.
Stone by stone, storm wind shall fall.
Come on, Edwin. Wait, what? They just gave up when they missed the Edwin. Oh, that's hilarious, chat. Witness the skill. I kind of keep all this. Good hand.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
The wails of these cowards chill me.
More meat.
Might try Herself last login. Aggro Druid's real good. This deck's real good. It's pretty hard, but Free Shaman is no longer good, but it's not terrible. And it's not even Free Shaman anymore. But yeah, it's not good, but it's not terrible. Like it's not we have our warrior and our paladin level of utterly unplayable. Then we have like the demon hunter shaman of the worlds. Then we have like, all right, I'm trying to think of like let me go all the classes. Okay, we have warrior and paladin. Then we have like the demon hunter and shamans of the world, which are like demon hunter, shaman, warlock, which are like okay decks that just don't quite. I think it's with the one. And then you have. Yeah, so I mean the deck has I was 57. So here's the thing, Phoenix. If you have a 73% win rate with Control Shaman, it either means you had a small sample size or you got #1 legend. Because if you kept playing it, either you would return to the mean, or you would get #1 legend. So 26 games. Yep. So have you guys ever watched? Do you guys ever watch any Derek Brown or Darren Brown? He's a illusionist / magician in wait. Yeah. So he did one. He did a thing where, ooh. Where ooh, and I wish I'd done this first now. It's probably spectral, right? He did one recently where he or not recently, like he messaged a bunch of people with like winning course race numbers, and then he got people who he'd gotten like a bunch of times, like he picked the right one 5 out of 6 times, and he brought them on a show, and then in the end he was able to get them to invest a lot of their own money. And really, he was just messaging tons of people. So it's like, if you had 360 people and you just give one person a different bet for every person, you would get like all 6 combinations. So somebody's going to win 6 out of 6. And then, so he can get you to like invest a lot of money, because you think from your point of view, he's a genius. But really, it's just, he's not a genius, I guess. So. I don't really want to go Edwin this turn. I don't know why. I just don't think I hit very well. I'm going to do this.
You can't always trust what you see.
So yeah. Yeah, so but it can be a thing of if you have 100 people play 20 games with a bad deck, somebody's gonna have a really good win rate. And from their point of view, they're gonna think, this deck is great. What are people talking about? And that's why you need a bigger sample size. So someone like, yeah. But yeah, so when somebody like, if somebody says I had a 72% win rate with something, my question is like, why aren't you #1 legend? Because if you have a 70% win rate with any deck over a long period of time, you will get #1 legend so hard, it's ridiculous. You can get #1 legend with a 55% win rate. It's difficult. You have to get lucky at the end, but you can. So if that is also another interesting via. People will say, I think it's a certain thing, so I call it deck flexing. You're not allowed to say, how am I so good at this game, even though I do it all the time, because you're being an asshole, right? But what you are allowed to say is, this deck is amazing, and then you post a terrible deck, because then you've flexed how you're winning with this terrible deck. Does that make sense? It's like, do I have lethal here? Prone this, that's 18 damage? Yeah, that's lethal, right?
In death, I've mastered the art of sleeping.
Got him. Well, a lot of people will say the deck is good, so it's not always like that irrational. Hey everyone, if you made it all the way to the end, chances are you really like this content, so thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. If you want to show your support of the live content, feel free to like and subscribe. Liking and subscribing always helps the algorithm to show that you like it, so the thing is more likely to give it to other people. In addition to that, if you are always wanting a No Hands Gamer video, but some days I don't put one out because I don't know what to do, we have another channel, which is the No Hands Gamer VODs, which is the raw, unedited content from my Twitch, where you get to see everything on the UTAB format. I highly recommend you go check that out, so you can get your No Hands Gamer fix every day, even when I don't put out a normal YouTube video. Hope to see you guys in the next video.